Hi everyone, this is Anthony Rees from Chef, and today we're going to take a look at Habitat, which is the open source project for application automation. So essentially, there's two major use cases for Habitat. The first is centered around delivery of cloud native or container-based applications on cloud native platforms. And essentially, Habitat allows you to be able to build once and deploy onto multiple platforms. The second major use case for Habitat, which is the one that we're going to have a look at today, is centered around lift and shift for legacy-based applications and how you can move across to more modernized platforms. Essentially, Habitat allows you to be able to build once, and be able to deploy onto a range of different architectures, including bare metal, cloud-based environments, plus Docker, Kubernetes, Helm, and Mesosphere. Today, we're going to take a look at an application which is actually a Microsoft SQL Server 2005 .NET 2 application, which allows you to be able to see the configuration of the SQL Server 2005 environment, and it will be running on Windows 2016. So as many of you will know, you can't actually run SQL Server 2005 on a 2016 machine. Habitat essentially uses three major components. The first is the plan, and the plan in this particular case defines where the package source is coming from. So it's coming from Codeplex, which is Windows.NET archived. Basically, it's an archive of their .NET application. And you can tell it's come from a while ago, because it's actually referencing COM in this particular case for a package dependency. The other package dependency that it has is DSC core. So it's a pretty old .NET application. The other two major areas for inspec is the initialization hook, which we define here, and also how to run the application itself too, and that's done in the run hook area. So let's go and take a look. Let's move into Habitat Studio. And once we're in the Habitat Studio, what we're going to do is we're going to basically load the SQL Server 2005 core package. So in order to do that, we do a hab service load, and it's a core package which is actually provided by Habitat for you to be able to consume. And I've loaded that particular package. Let's check and make sure that it's actually there and it's running, and then it's up. It'll take a couple of seconds to return. And there it is. Okay, so that's up and running. And now what we're going to do is we're going to build our ASP.NET application. So let's run the build. It'll take a few seconds to run. And then once that's done, we're basically going to need to bring that service up. So for the web front end, the ASP.NET application, and we're going to need to bind it to our database. So essentially, we'll do a hab service load, and we're loading the SQL Web admin, and then we're going to bind it to the database, which is SQL Server 2005 default. Right, so we've bound that. Now what we're going to do is let's go and actually have a look and see if the application is up. So jump into Google Chrome. And there it is. So the ASP.NET application is up. And you can also see that the databases are being read from the SQL Server 2005 environment. So there they are there. So this is a really great way for you to be able to take your legacy applications and be running them on a newer version of Windows, like SQL Server, like Windows 2016 with a SQL Server 2005 database environment. Hope this was interesting for you. I'll post all of the information and links for you to go and have a read and get some more details. Any questions? Feel free to let me know.